Okay, so so everybody knows about the Will Smith and Chris Rock situation, yes. But I have my take on it, and I just want to share my 2 cents. Of course, I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a person on YouTube. So anything I'm saying or doing doesn't mean much, probably. But the politically correct answer is to say, as always, I don't condone violence. For people to say they don't condone violence, um, these are actresses and actors. So I highly doubt that that statement is true. A lot of the movies that they put out are violent, surrounded by violence, made with violence. So anyway, to me, that's just a bunch of crap. you know. Do I think Will Smith could have made a different decision and had a better outcome? Yes. They would have showed Will Smith laughing. Jada Pinkett would have been the butt of the joke. And what could have happened was this: Jada Pinkett being outed by August Alsina really has put a damper on her reputation. A lot of men, especially, lost respect for her. I haven't lost respect for her. I know people make mistakes, but the public is not, so kind and forgiving, unfortunately. But what could have happened if Will Smith never walked up on stage and he laughed and they panned the camera over to her rolling her eyes. Later on, she could have did a huge campaign for women with alopecia and men with alopecia, because I'm sure they probably get it too, but I'm not too keen on alopecia. Um, and it would have just made shed light on how bad of a joke that is that Chris Tucker made. And do I think Chris Tucker deserved to be smacked? Yes, but in this situation, probably not. But Chris Tucker, I'm sorry, Chris Rock has been known to be very disrespectful to their family. He's been disrespectful to other people. He went on a date, I believe, with Nia Long and told her that she wasn't that beautiful. And for what reason? We don't know. Is Chris Rock cute? Absolutely not. But people's opinions are subjective. People's opinions about attractiveness is subjective to that individual. Will probably think the same about me. So anyway, I do love Chris Rock's movies. Some of those were funny. Some of the ones. I think I Love My Wife, Head of State, different things like that. Do I think the joke was funny in general? I do think it's funny when I think about it, but do I think it was sensitive to her and her situation and people with alopecia? Of course. So overall, I do think that Will Smith should have stayed seated in this moment. And his wife could have seized the moment to shed light on the seriousness of people's medical conditions that they have no control over. Because apparently her hair, yes, she probably could have grew it out till it started to spread all over her hair. But the simple fact that her hair was not just a fashion statement. It wasn't just for clout. It wasn't just for attention. It was for medical purposes. Did make it a bad joke. I will say that. As far as Will getting up, though, I know I'm still a fan of Will. I probably always will be unless something catastrophic really comes out about him. But he's been the butt of the jokes. He's been laughed at for crying. Laughed at for keeping his family together and accepting to move on with his wife after the incident of being outed by August Alsina. He had to deal with that for a while. Then he had deeper things that before he even got this lifestyle, before he was chosen to be this actor, this big, huge, iconic actor, he had to deal with seeing his mother abused by his father. And even in the book before this incident, before everything, he had mentioned that he always felt like he could have protected his mother, even as a child, and he didn't. So this is why he sees that moment, and who could fault him for it? He's a human being, So violence is always wrong, yes, but to me, it's two-faced for them to say that, violence is wrong when they make violent movies and they profit off of those. I think that's a bunch of crap. But forgiveness. The public needs to be more forgiving of Will Smith. We've known him and seen him, and he's worked and entertained us for so many years. Everybody deserves a chance to be human, And Chris Rock, we're all sorry that, you had to be the butt of that. Unfortunately, you just chose to do it at the wrong time, wrong night for Will Smith and his family. So that's my take on it. That's my 2 cents. I don't, in my opinion, Will Smith isn't canceled with me or my family. Chris Rock, definitely big up to him for taking it professionally, just like everyone else has said. But one thing I do want to address one more time is all these actors and actresses are saying that they don't condone violence. I'm sorry, but there's nothing more. You can't advertise violence any more than putting it in a movie. Like, all of that is just politically correct statements. And if you think they don't condone violence, you're dead wrong. Like, you're dead wrong. But anyway, please subscribe to my channel. I have much more content coming. I talk about crypto, finances, different things like that, or anything under the sun. So subscribe, help me get my page off the ground. And if you watch this to the end, peace and happiness and solidarity. Thank you for watching.